What's up, y'all? Got a family to feed, so let's get into this tea. Now, before we get into this video, because I know y'all looking at that title like, girl, y'all probably already skipping the video right now, and that's okay. I want to say Happy New Year, all right? Happy New Year to everybody, including Ken, okay? Because, baby, I know he didn't expect this today, and quite frankly, Ken, I didn't either. So maybe I might be helping you out before you come for me, okay? But here's what it is. I'm here to speak about it, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, I want y'all to know, before we even get into this video, Ken been brought up a lot lately, and whether that be good or bad, he's been brought up lately. Now, one of them he warranted himself because he changed the couple's Facebook name to Ken Walker. So immediately everybody was like, huh? T-Room posted it. I reacted to it. Everybody was asking me, you know what I'm saying, how did he basically still have access to it? I don't know why y'all ask me questions like that. I don't necessarily know, okay? But clearly he did. So after seeing him do so, like I say, shout out to T-Room for posting this video. Then it says Paige is being rebranded from Dearra and Ken to Ken Walker. And I'm like, after, how many, 4 years, 5 at this point, seem like? The Facebook is being rebranded. Why? Okay? Now, for some of y'all that may not have been thinking about it, I have, simply because, this is my job. This is my job to think about things like that. So I started looking. Now, shout out to one of my good paralegals. She did not give me this information, but she did teach me how to get this type of information, okay? And all you simply have to do is go online to the state that somebody has sued somebody for, type in their damn name, and pay for the documents. Now, what's crazy is, when I started doing this, I did not even know what the hell I was looking for. I'm like, because it just seems like he rebranded this, and the way he said it was almost like he didn't get permission, so to speak. That's how I was feeling. He didn't get permission. So it was like, all right, you just changed the name. That's it. That's what you're gonna leave us with? Not only that, he changed the name to this just gonna be about Ken and him and his girlfriend. It's the first video. I don't need no sound because we don't need you know what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all back. You know, it's these two out here just laying out on the beach, you know what I'm saying, having a grand time. So shout out to them. But he said that this was going to be about Ken Walker and not about anything else. So naturally, Dearra hasn't, you know what I'm saying, exuded that type of disrespect. And I am fully aware that it's one video, and y'all may find that petty, and I don't care. That's what made me look, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And lo and behold, Dearra and her sneaky ass. She has filed a lawsuit against Ken. Now, for those that don't know, you can go look it up yourself, because y'all don't ever tell me how to do it. Shout out to my paralegal friend. But you can actually just go search these things up. They're public. So Ken, when you see this, I might be helping you out, brother, because I know Dearra ain't sent it to you. I know damn well. She ain't say, hey, by the way, I sued you. So anyway, and I know he ain't received it because it was done last night. It was done last night. Okay? Now, whatever y'all want to think, you can think it. I don't care. I told you how I got it, and I'm sticking to it. Okay? So here we are. Dearra Taylor versus Dearra Taylor is a natural person who is a citizen and resident of DeKalb County as well. Defendant Kenneth DeReese Walker is a natural person residing in the DeKalb County. This court has personal jurisdiction over Walker because his principal residence is located in DeKalb County. Walker may be served at his principal address, and I am going to block that off, or any location wherein he may be located. So me covering this up means I redacted it. Come on, shout out to me. Shout out to her. Okay, she know who she is. So Taylor and Walker are public figures with successful careers as social media influencers. All right. Taylor and Walker began dating in 2014. At the time, Taylor was an aspiring social media influencer with a small following, and Walker was working at Home Depot, which is important in this situation because when they came about, a lot of curating or creating things that were happening, like Snapchats, like Facebooks, like things like that, definitely came from Dearra's end, because Ken didn't know none of that shit. He was working at Home Depot. All right, so after approximately 3 months of dating, Taylor and Walker decided to go into a business together. So Taylor created a couple's YouTube channel. Also, Dearra created the YouTube channels, which means she had say-so over them. Hello. So Taylor created the channels, Dearra and Ken for life, for the parties. The YouTube channel quickly grew in popularity, and after the parties received their first check from the YouTube channel, Walker quit his job at Home Depot. All right. In 2016, the parties decided to formalize the business, establish DK4L LLC on July 19, 2016, in the state of Georgia, county of DeKalb, with DK4L being an abbreviation wordplay on the name of their YouTube channel. All right. As the party's YouTube channel continued to grow, the parties began to receive many lucrative brand deals with major companies and brands, launched DK4L merchandise, had the opportunity to go on tour to meet fans, and even got the opportunity to be in the blockbuster movie, and more, obviously. At this point, the parties were traveling a lot, decided to expand their business to include a second YouTube page, Vlogs by DK4L, where the parties vlogged about their travels. The party's 2 YouTube channels amassed over 9 million subscribers. The parties were a brand and took the necessary steps to protect their brands, trademarking DK4L for clothing and entertainment services in 2018, and DK Gang for Fan Group 2019. Now, understand that Dearra's cousin was the lawyer the whole time. Okay? We know this because she always told us that. So her paperwork been right from day one, because she got a lawyer as a damn cousin. Shout out to her, because I wish. Okay. So Taylor's personal brand also grew during the time, and she was offered independent deals with brands such as Savage, Fenty, and Fashion Nova. Although Taylor was offered these deals as an individual, separate and apart from DK4L LLC, she put all of the earnings from her individual deals into the DK4L account as a measure of goodwill towards Walker and the business they had built together. Now, shout out to her. She was showing good faith, which I never would have done, simply because that's my money. Anything could have happened as far as their relationship, and we get this money together. This is my money on the side. But this is why you can't trust everybody, unfortunately. But who knew? I'm going to keep reading. Also, y'all can go get this document on your own, okay? You don't have to wait for me. Although Taylor was offered the deals, okay, at this point, the DK4L LLC brand of a happy couple had grown into a multi-million-dollar business and was thriving. Unfortunately, the party's brand as a happy couple, consequently, the DK4L LLC began to suffer after Walker was involved in a series of cheating scandals that went viral. I already named y'all one. Dearra literally came to us telling us how he was talking to a fan and wasn't cheating the whole time. He was actually cheating, which what black women do is defend their men. Also, the situation with him touching her ass was technically the last straw, so we thought. But it was one of them things that broke the camel's back for sure. And amongst other things that happened that, it happened so long ago. Hell. But he was cheating. He's cheated several times. So Walker apologized and promised that he had learned from his mistake and would never cheat again. And Taylor sought counseling as the parties attempted to reconcile. Things seemed to be back on track for the parties. In 2019, Walker proposed to Taylor in Greece, which was a beautiful proposal, we all know, which she became his fiance. Accepted his proposal, believing Walker was a changed man. After the proposal, the brand not only recovered, it skyrocketed. Facts. During COVID-19, the parties were on lockdown together and made content daily, which helped bolster their business. But in November of 2020, the business and Taylor were shattered when Walker was caught in yet another cheating scandal that went viral. Walker was devastated by the negative press that followed, and Taylor showed mercy towards Walker. Now, the reason why this is so important, because I got all the tea. Baby, they already telling us, hey, that Dearra covering up those breakups was in fact a lie. But I feel like because she was covering it up for him. That's what a lot of women do for these fucking men, okay? And now we see that after he touched that girl butt the last time, this is where everything is going to go downhill from here, okay? Now, we all seen it go downhill online, but Dearra never really said nothing to Ken. He made an apology, but we knew that was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into it. Walker was devastated by the negative press that followed, and Taylor showed mercy towards Walker. Why? Who suffered mentally as a result of the negative press by staying with him. However, things were never the same. Taylor began doing solo content segments to post on the party's YouTube channel to make sure the channel had new content and continue to bring in revenue. Because, baby, how we going to pay all these bills? Walker was angry and took issue with Taylor doing solo content, although his cheating was the reason they couldn't do joint content, and he didn't take the initiative to make any individual content for their YouTube channels, knowing content was vital to DK4L success. Walker's anger was unwarranted as the money from Taylor's content was still going directly into the DK4L account, which means he's saying, damn, she's still making money even though I done fucked up. So naturally, I feel like Ken was like, damn, I'm over here losing and she's still winning, even though his ass is the reason. You're the reason. Y'all broke up because you couldn't keep your thing in your pants, but also you couldn't keep your hands to yourself publicly at that. Hell, I don't even think Dearra would have cared. Girl, she kept... Anyway, that's a whole nother topic right there. So, during that time, Walker refused to make content and do the necessary steps to repair the party's brand, and he did not want Taylor to make solo content. We got that. Taylor's popularity grew even more as she produced more and more independent content, and Walker got more and more jealous of her independent success, which a lot of y'all niggas do. Like I kept telling y'all, we go to the content to see the women, not because we don't want to see the guys because, you know, like, you gay, so you gonna take up for Dearra. You gay, so you gonna take up for Carmen. Huh? My thing is to argue with a woman or fight a woman, not a man. So why wouldn't I beef with a woman first? Maybe some of y'all just ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And Ken obviously was at the top of the list. We just didn't necessarily know because of this little smile that he put on. You know what I'm saying? Notice I said put on. So Ken was absolutely not being the best boyfriend, and then tried to gaslight Dearra to not be her authentic self when he realized she was getting more support. You know what I'm saying? And people were actually buying into the brand of Dearra and not the brand of DK4L. Because let's just be very clear. Ken boring as hell. A lot of y'all niggas are. The only guy, that I really liked as a creator that I actually watched, but he just got on my nerves because he cheated so badly, is Chris. I was into Chris more than I was actually into Queen, but for so many reasons. Like, he was like, man, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I just take care of my family, I just love them, my whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought, like, damn, he's a pretty cool guy. Queen is a nice girl too, but Chris was kind of overshadowing Queen and who she was. And unfortunately, when we doing couples content, that's what happened. One's going to overpower the other one. One's going to overshadow the other one. One's going to get jealous of one. Somebody going to do content, somebody don't. The worst thing you can actually do today, I feel like, is create a couples channel unless y'all just got it like that. You understand that this is about the money and so do you. Okay? No cheating. Do not embarrass me publicly. And if you cheat, fine. But damn sure don't embarrass me. Okay? But I digress. All right, so success, it became apparent that the relationship was on rocks. In May of 2021, while Taylor was out of town, completed a brand deal, Walker once again got caught up in another whoa! This was after the booty touch. Baby, this is tea. This is tea, okay? So, completing the brand deal, Walker once again got caught up. Another scandal involving women that went viral. This time, Walker was seen on live stream. Oh, I was about to say. Seen on live stream flirting with the other women. I remember that. Flirting with other women and asking them inappropriate questions. I remember that. Still, T, I got excited because I'm thinking, what else happened? But completely forgot about that. Ken can't even be a streamer right. He was over there just talking about these girls and their booties. I remember now. So Walker again pleaded with Taylor to stay and tried to blame the media for trying to keep them apart. Huh? Not blame us. Once again, Ken probably gonna be mad as hell at me for exposing this document, which technically I'm not exposing it because it's already on the internet. I'm simply reading it. Okay? And quite frankly, this is not my fault, Ken. It's your fault. Why? Why? You be coming on camera looking like you are so unbothered when in fact, it seemed like you might have been giving her hell behind that camera. And I mean, after the breakup. Like, you have embarrassed her countless times. I hate when y'all do women like that, but it is what it is. Let's continue. He also attempted to use emotional blackmail to get her to stay, and he had done in the past. However, this time it was unsuccessful. Emotional blackmail. In May 2021, Taylor and Walker officially split. Shortly hereafter, Walker informed Taylor that he was moving out of their shared apartment, that he had found a new home, was getting a car separate and apart from the vehicle they shared, and informed Taylor that he didn't want anything from the house and had no intention of helping Taylor move. Damn. So you just let her keep everything, huh? Taylor moved out without much assistance from Walker, and then Taylor became aware that Walker attempted to collect payments from Taylor's personal deals and sponsorships behind her back. And not you stealing and cheating at the same time. Cheating and stealing, Ken. How are you a thief and a cheater at the same time? Oh, no. Oh, let me sit up for this shit. Y'all, listen, just listen to me, okay? Oh, my God. They attempted to reach an agreement. Hold on. Let me stay on point. Taylor moved out without much assistance. Taylor used taking money from her, right? After this, it became clear that the parties could not continue as business partners, obviously, because you was a thief. They attempted to reach an agreement on their own, but they couldn't agree, so they enlisted the attorney who they typically use for their other business matters. With the help of a lawyer, the parties reached an agreement. Taylor would pay the remaining balance on the Tesla. The parties shared out of her personal money and in turn keep the Tesla. The Tesla was subject to a loan secured by $40,000 of the parties' money, which means they both put in $40,000 for that car, $20,000 apiece. So agreed they would split the $40,000 and evenly after the loan was paid off and the bank returned the money. The parties agreed to leave the YouTube pages active so they could continue generate money and split the money. In the DK4L LLC account with $220,000 going to Walker and $254,000 going to Taylor, Taylor's cut being higher because of her higher contribution. Obviously, she was making videos when his ass was chilling. So he got $220,000 after this whole debacle. He was getting $20,000 first and $220,000. So we had $260,000. After the payout, the parties agreed to leave the remaining balance, approximately $80,000. Wait a minute. So no, I'm wrong. In the account to cover outstanding bills, staff payroll, and other obligations. So they had to pay people, they had to handle business, and they agreed to keep $80,000 in there. I don't know how that was broken down, but we obviously will figure that out. Or not. Either way, he had some money when they was done with this relationship. And they had to keep money in that account for clearly the staff, bills, things like that. Taylor and Walker will both get to keep their retirement accounts, each worth approximately $70,000. They was building retirement accounts and everything. From looking at this, I got some work to do. Jesus Christ. All right. When Taylor checked the account, she realized that, on On or around November 23rd, 2022, Taylor was paying DK4L LLC bills out of the DK4L account and discovered the account was almost empty. So it was her job to pay all of these bills. It was her job to create the channels. It was also her job to give the delegations to whoever needed to be delegated, like the staff and things like that, which means Dearra was the one who was running everything. Kim was kind of showing up as what it's giving me. All right. When Taylor checked the account, she realized Walker had transferred a series large lump sums of money to himself without saying a word to her, in violation of the agreement they made. When Taylor asked Walker about it, he admitted to taking the money. Also, you admitted to being a thief, and claimed it was because he was drowning in medical bills and couldn't work. Now, you will not gaslight me. You had already had $220,000. Even if we're going to take $40,000 up off of that, you still had $180,000. And clearly that would have been split between you two. So you had $220,000. I'm going to say Dearra had $234,000 plus the retirement money of $70,000. And the $80,000 had to stay in there to obviously take care of, you know, whatever y'all needed to be taken care of, or whatever she needed to take care of. So then boom, you then decide to also take $80,000 more for medical bills, Ken? That sounds like cap. Simply because you already was making this money. You already had money, as in you could have taken care of that. And also, obviously you stole it. So she didn't even know that you was doing it for the medical bills. So if it was for medical bills, why the hell wouldn't you just say, hey, can I take some more of this money? Because girl, medical bills. Why wouldn't you do that? That's crazy. So, okay. Now this is getting sticky. When Taylor asked Walker about it, he admitted to taking the money, right? Couldn't even, drowning in medical bills and couldn't work. Even though the majority of the money was stolen prior to Walker incurring the medical bills. Also, that's even worse. Before you got sick, you already had stole money. Jesus can. Okay? Walker not only acknowledged that he stole the money, he acknowledged that he owed and was obligated to pay back the money he took from DK4L account. After taking a more in-depth review the transactions in the DK4L LLC account, Taylor realized Walker had been stealing money from the DK4L account for over a year, beginning towards the end of the relationship. And Taylor discovered that Walker had received the $40,000 collateral back from the bank for the secured Tesla. Whoa, and you, hold on. So you stole the $40,000 too? That y'all was supposed to get for the Tesla? Ken! Get... Come here! The corner! You need to go in the corner. You need to go in the corner for the whole 2025, Ken. Now, you know, Dearra's calculated ass probably done built this case on you. Oh, she done built the case on you. And then Dearra dropped the lawsuit last night. Hello? Excuse me. I don't even know if it was last night. That's my fault. She dropped it on 12/31/2024. Okay. Knowing Dearra, it was probably because she wanted to leave it in 2024. Oh my God. I feel like Ken woke up on a good slate today. He probably was like, yo, listen, I'm about to have me a good day. You know what I'm saying? And this year is going to be everything. Meanwhile, you've been stealing from her this whole time. Ken, karma is a bitch. Okay? And my problem is she's giving you chance after chance after chance. So boom, you was already stealing before these medical problems. You done got $220,000. Let's call it $200,000 because they had to, because Dearra would have had to split that $20,000 too. And the $80,000, I'm lying. So I lied. So yes, $180,000 and whatever she would have had left. She would have probably been at $200,000. You had $180,000 plus your $70,000. and plus the 20,000 that would have been coming back from the car. But instead, you was already stealing from her anyway because she was making more money than you and you was feeling some type of way. So then that 40,000 that y'all was supposed to split into 20,000 because she did take 20,000 out of her pocket to put up with your 20,000 to get that car. Your ass took that too. Oh my God. While Walker admitted to stealing the money, admitted to receiving and spending the money from the secured Tesla loan, and agreed to pay it all back, Walker tried to justify his actions by claiming Taylor had spent more money out of the account during the relationship. Here's my thing though. Even if she did spend more money, that wasn't stealing y'all's money. That's number one. But number two, Ken look real blinged out to me. Real blinged out to me. You know what I'm saying? He got his chains on, okay? And I want y'all to know I'm going to react to this video on my Patreon. The link will be in the pinned comment, okay? I need to react to this on my Patreon because, Ken, you are not about to play with me this season. It's 2025, okay? And unless you take me to court, you're going to be mad at yourself, all right? So ain't no way you gonna take me to court and take her to court at the same time. That's a lot going on. Plus, this is public record, so it's out there. And I mean, right after me, T Room's gonna get it, and then Voice is gonna get it, and then probably So Real T's gonna get it, and then Shade Room's gonna get it, and then when they get it, it's just out of control at that point anyway. I just so happen to be nosy at this moment, and I got it first. So I just want to say, Ken, you already been blinged up, okay? He kind of acts a little modest, as if he doesn't like to spend money or as if he didn't have it like that, I guess. But Ken, we know you wasn't broke now. Come on now. So we know you spending money too. But Lord knows she wasn't stealing from you. That's the point. I know you might have thought you was being a little manipulative with that one, but it didn't work, baby. All right. With the help of the business attorney, the parties came up with a new agreement that addressed the car, the YouTube channels, and the real estate. Let's not forget about the house or the land. I'm sorry. Walker could keep the 40,000. She said, keep the 40,000. I don't even care. And sign the title over for her to get the Tesla. So she let you keep 20,000 of her own money for her to just keep the Tesla because it was in your name. Okay. Since the parties could not agree on how the YouTube channels would be used by who and the buyout fee for use by one party, the parties agreed to delete their YouTube channels as it was only beneficial to Walker, whom was stealing all of its earnings. You was stealing from it anyway. That's crazy. Now, the question is, and this is why I went looking because of this Facebook situation. So, if she agreed to delete the Facebook, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if she agreed to delete the YouTube channels, why would the Facebook just reappear? And y'all think I'm capping when I'm saying, like, literally, when they came out, you know what I'm saying? And Kim was like, announcing shit. And he said that, he taking over the Facebook. Everybody was like, Like, what do you mean? So I knew something was going to happen, bruh. All right. Since the parties cannot agree, YouTube channel, Walker and Taylor would split the proceeds from the real estate 50-50. The parties agreed to dissolve the business, which was officially dissolved on December 30th, 2022. Everything just seems to really happen with Dearra and Ken around December, ain't it? How ironic. Taylor and Walker honored all of the terms of this agreement, but failed to honor the agreement to repay Taylor made between the parties independently for the money stolen for the DKL account. So he didn't pay her back. And obviously because it was well over thousands of dollars. Okay. Let's just start off with, she was going to give him the 40. She was going to give him the 40. And then the other one was 80,000. Now was going to give him, she gave him the 40 because he had to get that car to her. The parties had limited interactions in 2023. In September of 2023, Taylor hired a bookkeeping and accounting service, Busy Bee Accounting Services, LLC, to prepare the business books and filed the remaining unfiled tax returns for DK4L LLC. Because of the magnitude of the accountant needed, Taylor had to hire an additional accounting service, Envision Business Management, Group LLC to prepare the taxes. Envision Business Management Group completed the work and let both Taylor and Walker know the tax liability would be, as well as the daily penalties being accrued, I hate that word, for the late filings. Walker ignored their communications, and Taylor was left to deal with the accounting service alone. So then she had to deal with the accounting. She clearly had to deal with everything. And it seems like the entire time. All right. The parties did not discuss their other social media pages, as they did not get any income from them. To date, Taylor has reactivated her old Snapchat page, which was named Dearra and Ken. Okay, so that was her old Snapchat page, okay? But now it is only named for Taylor. Walker has converted the party's old Facebook page into his own personal page and seized control of the DK4L email account, which was always accessible for both parties. And that's because that was their Facebook and their email. So, Ken, you violated yet again. She created the Snapchat. That's why the Snapchat, she uses that Snapchat. Y'all, I guess as a collective, created that Facebook one, and obviously the DK4L email. And man, come on, bro. Yeah, see, and y'all probably gonna be like, shit, I would have did it too. All he had to do was communicate this. All of this could have been communicated, and we would not be talking about this right now. So I'm just rather disappointed with Ken, because he really kind of playing himself right now. That's crazy. The parties had limited interactions in 2024. In November 2024, Taylor had DK4L attorney reach out to Walker regarding the taxes, and Walker finally responded and said he couldn't afford to pay the taxes, but would sign a promissory note agreement if Taylor would pay the total tax liability for DK4L. So now you stole all this money and can't even pay the taxes on it, Ken? What are we talking about? The attorney drew up the promissory note agreement and sent it to Walker, but when he stopped communicating with Taylor and the attorney only to reach out weeks later, in December 2024, to complain about Taylor reactivating her old. Oh, so he got an issue with her reactivating her Snapchat that she created originally by herself. That was previously named after both Taylor and Walker and the potential revenue that Taylor might be receiving. So he felt some type of way about the money she was making from Snapchat and felt as though he don't need to respond to paying them taxes, because clearly that was the response. Like, yo, yeah, we'll pay the taxes, whatever, but listen, why does she get the Snapchat? Well, she created the Snapchat for herself in the beginning. She just changed the name, which would be fair. So if you didn't create it, you don't get no money from it. Not only that, she made it to Taylor and called it a day. This Facebook, though, was probably made by Dearra. I'm not sure, but I feel like it was made by Dearra because she made everything else. Taylor paid the state of Georgia $339 for the 2021 state taxes and $340 for 2022 state taxes on around September 11, 2024. Taylor also paid the IRS $11,000 on or around November 11, 2024, which equaled half of DK4L LLC outstanding tax debt. Taylor was waiting on the executed promissory note to pay the remaining IRS balance of $11,000, but it was never received. So basically, he told her, "Listen, I'm gonna pay you back. We're gonna put in this promissory note, and we'll be good." He didn't even sign it. Walker continues to cry broke, stating that he had to move back in with his mother. And inability to pay Taylor back for the money he stole. However, Walker received approximately $237,000, as did Taylor, from the sale of their jointly owned real estate in 2023. And Walker continues to post himself living a luxury lifestyle of social media, and the views from the post, whether real or fake, garner views that correlate to income. So Walker has and does have the means to repay Taylor and the money he stole and cover the tax liabilities on the state and federal level. Okay, so she want her money now. All right, so obviously we got through the T, okay? So the T is Ken stealing. Girl, Ken done stole from Dearra, Lord have mercy. He stole from the business of DK4L, which was them two. jealous in the background, feeling some type of way that she's making more money. So he decided to think that he was going to make her life hell. And actually, this slapped him right in the face. I don't know why the hell he would play with her like that. We all know how calculated Dearra is. It's almost scary, okay? The way she could calculate some shit, okay? And he thought that it would be safe to play that game with her. Nope, wouldn't have never done that. He brought this on himself. She gave him chance after chance after chance after chance. Is another reason why I don't feel bad about talking about this. Because I'm not putting it out. I literally am talking about this because it's already public. All right? Oh, Ken. Plaintiff Taylor hereby incorporates by reference the allegations contained in paragraph 1-43 of this complaint as if fully set forth herein. A managing member of the LLC owes a fiduciary, duty to its fellow members. Defendant Walker and Taylor were both managing members of DK4L. Accordingly, Walker had that word duty to act in the best interest of DK4L and his co-managing member Taylor. However, Walker acted in a way that he knew was in his best interest, his own best interest, and failed to act in a manner that he believed to be in the best interest of DK4L or Taylor. Further, Walker's actions are not made with the care that an ordinarily prudent person would take under similar circumstances. Walker's decision to cheat on Taylor multiple times, his decision to act inappropriately with women on multiple occasions, along with his refusal to make content after his behavior went viral in 2020, ruined the fundamental brand of DK4L, that of a happy couple, which led to the demise of DK4L. Moreover, Walker's undisclosed and unauthorized theft of DK4L financial assets and refusal to pay his share of DK4L LLC tax liabilities caused significant financial damages to DK4L and his co-managing member, Taylor. And here's the thing, y'all. I'm gonna tell you the scary part. This right here, I believe, is whatever the money thing, civil. This is civil. Now, in the event Ken decide he don't want to pay, it's going to then become criminal because you was stealing, nigga. Stealing, Ken. You, listen, talk to a lawyer or something. I ain't one. But all I am saying is, if you decided you don't want to, what I missed? Because Walker breached this duty to DK4L and his co-managing member, Taylor, based on that number, Taylor is entitled to recover her damages in an amount to be determined at trial, but in no event less than $100,000, nigga. Meanwhile, all she wanted was $11,000 for them taxes. Gave you the $40,000, sat with the fact that you stole from her, and all she wanted you to do was agree to the promissory note to pay her back. Not even just pay the IRS, to pay her back. The things that women do for men, oh my God. And you out here just out here, just living his best life with his new boo-boo. And this ain't got nothing to do with you, friend. You can cuss me out all you want. But listen, sit this one out, okay? He might do it to you. Listen, I hope he don't. Y'all. He out here living like he got that bag. Especially on Snapchat. But I'm gonna have that at a later date. And make sure y'all tap into the Patreon, because I will be reacting to that new video he got, okay? In its entirety. But Ken ain't about to play with me. Okay? So I'm putting it on Patreon. Y'all make sure y'all tap into my Patreon. All right? Do or don't. Either way, I'm going to talk about it. So he owe her $100,000. Taylor hereby incorporates by reference the allegations contained in paragraphs 1-43. Walker admitted that while he still had access to DK4L business accounts, and after he had already received his agreed upon share of the profits, which means, Ken, you already snitched on yourself. You done already told him it was you. That makes it even worse. Knowing Dearra, I know she got that documented, so you can't lie. Walker admitted to it. Stop. Hold on. He agreed to the profits, $220,000, based on an agreement the parties made when they decided to separate and stop making new content. Walker willfully, secretly, and unlawfully, took money from DK4L account, which is theft. Okay? Not only theft, it's embezzlement and some more shit. Matter of fact, because it's different ways you can sue a person for basically stealing. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Especially stealing from a business. For the purpose of covering his own personal living expenses, including but not limited to cars, a vast amount of club outings, luxury trips, and high-end clothing and jewelry. After the payout, Walker no longer had a right to take any ownership in the money remaining in the account. Walker's use of the stolen money for his personal living expenses made it unlikely for DK4L and Taylor to recover the money. Walker intentionally took the money from the DK4L account with no intention of putting the money back. Walker theft caused DK4L account to be underfunded and caused Taylor to have to use her personal money to cover the liabilities. Oh my God. Walker's actions were the direct and proximate cause of DK4L and Taylor financial damages in an amount to be established by the evidence presented at trial. Taylor hereby incorporates by reference the allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 43. So it's repeating a lot. Walker used his legal access to willfully, secretly, and unlawfully take money that was specifically left in DK4L account to cover DK4L business expenses, payroll, and obligations. Okay, after the payout of $220,000, Walker no longer had the right to take any other money, right? Living expenses, same thing. Walker's actions are direct and proximate cause of DK4L and Taylor's damages in an amount to be established by the evidence presented at trial, which means she got more tea that ain't in this damn affidavit. Okay? Child. The parties entered into a legally binding contract in which Taylor agreed not to pursue legal remedies if Walker paid Taylor back for the money. Stupid. She gave you a chance to pay the goddamn money back, man. Walker never made up any payments, but instead continued to acknowledge his obligation to pay. So he's like, I know I got to pay. I'm going to pay you. I know I got to pay. I'm going to pay you, but decided not to. And why he couldn't pay and why he needed more time to pay. Taylor was patient and gave Walker plenty of opportunities and time to repay the debt, but Walker abused Taylor's kindness and patience. Yep. That's what men do to women. Walker's failure to return the money he stole from DK4L account constitutes a breach of contract under this thing. Walker breach of contract has caused Taylor significant financial harm as she had to use her personal money to cover the liabilities and responsibilities of DK4L, in addition to accounting fees to uncover the extent of Walker's theft and legal fees to recover the outstanding debt. Taylor entitled damages pursuant Walker's actions were the direct and proximate cause of DK4L and Taylor's financial damages in an amount and be established at trial with more evidence. Taylor hereby incorporates by reference the allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 43. Alternatively, if there was no legally binding contract, Walker was unjustly enriched at the expense of Taylor. Walker was enriched by the money he wrongfully took from DK4L account. Taylor was harmed by Walker's unjust enrichment because of the money Walker took from the DK4L account was earmarked for liabilities and responsibilities of the business because she had to take care of the expenses and the staff and shit like that. But for Walker's withdrawals would have had enough money in its account to cover the liabilities and the responsibilities of the business. I mean, she literally put it on the platter for this nigga. And he just sitting there stealing the plate with his stupid ass. Walker knew he was receiving a benefit he was not entitled to and that Taylor would expect him to replace the money once she discovered the withdrawals. All right, this is the damages and expenses. Plaintiff Taylor hereby incorporates by reference the allegations contained in the paragraph. Yet again, Walker's actions as set forth herein was committed with specific intent to cause harm. As such, Taylor is entitled to recover punitive damages because Walker wrongful conduct as outlined herein constitutes an intentional tort and demonstrates specific intent, malice, fraud, wantonness, and oppression, all within the meaning of that number. Walker's theft and refusal to repay the money he stole and refusal to pay his share of DK4L LLC tax liabilities, despite multiple opportunities and extended period of time to pay, caused Taylor to file this lawsuit and incur unnecessary litigation expenses, because now she had to sue him. Because Walker's bad faith conduct forced Taylor to file this lawsuit, Taylor asked the court award her attorney's fees and costs related to this litigation, and she making you pay the attorney fee. Plaintiff demands a trial by jury on any and all issues trialable by a jury, and she wants a jury. Respectfully submitted this 31st of December 2024, yesterday, that the court award Taylor general and special damages in an amount to be determined by the trier, which means she ain't settling for $100,000 or less. It need to be $100,000 or more. And y'all know, if she don't get her money, she can absolutely sue him for criminal, because you was stealing from me. So, nigga, you either gonna pay the money or you going to jail, okay? Lord, I've been talking about this for 50 minutes. Let me just read this last little part. And y'all let me know what y'all think. The court award her, okay. The court award Taylor punitive damages against Walker for plaintiff's claims against Walker and his for willful, malicious, wanton, and oppressive conduct, and the amount to be determined by the trier of fact, and that the court award Taylor her cost of litigation in this action and her reasonable attorney's fees under that number, that the court grant Taylor the right to have a trial by jury on all issues triable to a jury, and that the court grant such additional relief as the court deems proper and just. 100,000 or more, period. Boy, you are through. I don't feel bad at all, because she gave you a chance, bro. She gave you a chance multiple times. And now you just sitting over here just smiling and happy and as if you got it like that. And you playing yourself, because now, well, not only now, you've been, you know what I'm saying, owed her money and you've been stealing from her, right? But also, you know what? I'm going to make another video, because it's so much more to talk about now, especially the fact that he's kind of flaunting like he got it now. So if you got it, just pay this woman back. And no promissory notes. Can't use that no more. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. I know a lot of y'all, I don't know, some of y'all might be upset, some of y'all may not be upset. I want y'all to know that this is public record. It's gonna get out regardless. So here we are with that. Bro, pay this woman back. Or you better hit her up and settle out. You better hit her up and settle out. She want 100,000 or more. I hope you got it. I'm just saying, you better hit her up and settle it out. I don't think you should play anymore, though. Yeah, I don't think you should play anymore. Okay? Ooh, girl, y'all let me know what y'all think. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, yeah.